That's right, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Psycho's Platters, always powered by coffee each and every time. Yes, indeed. Tonight's episode, Saturday Night Shenanigans. That's right. That's what we're calling it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I hope everybody's doing decently for a Saturday evening. The weather here is known as HAF. Stands for hot as fuck. That's what it is, because it's very hot. I remember earlier today, went off and celebrated my daughter's 25th birthday today. It was in 105 degrees. Oh God. It was like about 2 o'clock. It was 105 degrees. At least that's what the car thermometer said. So I don't know. I think this is most of the country. God knows what. So if you could stay cool, and watch some of this, that would be really, really nice. Hopefully, everybody's doing fine out there, to say the least. We got new stuff coming up, of course. I've got stuff to show here too. But appreciate the one person. I'm wondering if somebody else is on broadcasting. That's the thing. I never can really honestly tell when is a good time to broadcast and when it's not. Okay. Because I don't know. Just the VC scheduling is kind of willy-nilly anyway, or at least nilly-willy and willy-nilly. If you understood what the hell I said, good for you, because I didn't. I'm the one that said it. But yeah, so we celebrated today, my daughter's 25th birthday. Went over to Dave & Buster's and had some fun there, and then ended up going to Taco Bell for lunch or something like that. It was me and 4 of my 5 kids. So we had a very good time. I like that stuff. I have bunches and bunches of different finds to show you shortly. When we get maybe a few more people in on this here, it'd be really nice. I'm going to go off and drop a link in case anybody cares to want to come on in a little bit. That's always a nice thing. But, so yeah, trying to think here. I do want to go off and I'm requesting for prayers. I found out earlier today that a dear friend of mine up in Illinois, her name is Lindy, and she ended up having to go to, she got admitted to ICU up there in Illinois today. They found 2 embolisms in her lungs. So, but it appears, at least as of the last update I got, that they had her in a coma, in a medicinal coma for a little bit, I guess. And then I don't know if they took her out of it, because she did have a short conversation. So they said that the next 24 to 48 hours is going to be touch and go, though. They did say that. And I've brought up Lindy a couple times over the years on this show. She is another one that enjoyed not only music very much, but also vinyl. In fact, just to throw this little story out there, how we ended up meeting 20 years ago, I was working at a Walmart electronics department. And of course, we had CDs, cassettes, still selling cassettes. And out of the blue, she goes off and she's digging through the bins. And I said, "What are you looking for?" And she says, "You got any Bay City rollers?" And I'm like, so far, I'm like going, that was, for some reason, that wasn't the answer I was expecting. But then finding out that she was born in Scotland and stayed there till about preteen. And she's about my age, maybe about a year or 2 more. And so I'm like, roller mania, huh? Only Want to Be With You, Rock and Roll Love Letter, guy, all the other ones. And so needless to say, I didn't have a Bay City Rollers CD, but I found her a Bay City Rollers CD because that's just how I am. And that's how we ended up being friends 20 years ago. True story on that, too. And gave her a nice Moran's turntable with a nice minty, uh, found for a quarter at a resale shop of Brigadoon, her favorite musical. Good old Brigadoon. So I hope everybody is doing well. I did go off and put a notice out to a few people that I was going to be doing this. Let's show some stuff for a little bit. Does that sound good to you? I think it sounds good to me too. All right, so I got some book finds. Actually, one of these was given to me from regular contributor Donna Jo Cat Lady. That's right. But let's see here. So the thing is, last Sunday down here, 2 towns away, Springdale, Arkansas. Okay, they were having a Juneteenth festival, and they were gonna. It was if they were having a free concert, and so they had it was all day music and speakers and events and stuff like that, right? So the opener was going to be Montel Jordan, and he's a '90s singer, and he did the song "This Is How We Do It," right? His one-hit wonder. So after that, it was going to be Morris Day and the Time. We're going to do an hour-long show, and I couldn't find anything. I knew where there was a bunch of vinyl. I did. I happened like a couple weeks ago. I tripped on some Morris Day vinyl. I said this would be awesome for me to try to, because I'm an autographed chow hound. I try to go meet people after concerts or before concerts or whatever have you. And unfortunately, all the damn vinyl was gone. That whole section was gone. Not just the Morris Day stuff, but the half of the 80s stuff. And I'm like, what the hell? And then, like I said, it was just there 2 weeks before. So Donna went off and got and picked up 3 copies. I didn't know that Morris Day wrote a book. This one is dated from 2019. Okay, and of course it's called On Time, A Princely Life in Funk. That's right. While you're reading this, go have some jungle love and do the bird. Okay, go do it. Let me see here. Maybe I can find a nice picture I can show you because there's a few in here. Basically, I'm not a big fan though of the writing style that he uses for this book, though. Okay, so here's a picture from early '80s in Minneapolis with, of course, the funky one Prince. That's right. And of course, he was in Purple Rain, and Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back, Morris Day and the motherfucking Time. But so that's exactly how that went down anyway. All right, you guys know how much of a Star Trek fan I am. Live long and prosper. So how funny that I found for $2 a crack here, said crack, some original Leonard Nimoy poetry books. I did not know that Leonard Nimoy did poetry. I know that he did books of photography, and of course he did 2 autobiographies, but like he would go off and do poetry. And so let's see here. Here's a little bit here. It says, "In my heart is the seed of the tree, which will be me, nourished by understanding, warmed by friends, fed by loved ones, matured by wisdom, and tempered by tears." Yeah, that came straight from Spock's mouth. Needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. And then the other one from the early '80s here, "You and I." And like I said, it's different stuff. I mean, it's far from Bilbo Baggins that you're gonna get. You know, here's a nice picture. Actually, this is from 1973. The other one was an 80s book. My bad. So we got that stuff. Like I said, $2, $2 a crack. Probably I'm going to end up sending that to my friend Scott up in Capron. That would be very, very nice. Let's see. Also, in the same place, and I didn't even know that Scott Weiland went off and did a Christmas album. Did you know Scott Weiland did a Christmas album? Because this one was under the radar. This is a hole punch promo that I found for $1 from 2011, the most wonderful time of the year. That's right. And now, like I said, there's not really any other notable backing musicians on this thing, but yeah. So Scott Weiland in a Christmas album, far different from Stone Temple Pilots and Velvet Revolver and all that other fun stuff, right? Let's see. What else can I throw out here for you? Okay. So this was maybe about 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. There's a comedy club in the next town over in Lowell. Hey, how you doing, Tim? I hope you're doing very, very well. Been a while since I'm not going to lie here. I haven't heard too many people lately in the VC. I don't know if it's just the scheduling and stuff. Let's see, what was it? Richard had a show, believe it or not. I was on that one morning, and then Mason and Richard were on another night. And I guess from what I heard, although I don't know much about this, that Rachel, of course, she got taken off for a while, but now it's Rachel's ghost or something. I don't know. It's a lot more, it seems to be a lot more quieter here. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I know Stephen Schnee, of course, with his lovely Ski Lodge show. I try to listen. But other than that, it's been pretty quiet. But I'm glad to see you, my friend. It's always welcomed to be able to go off and have people. So Tim, I don't know. Is there some other broadcast going on tonight? Because normally on a Saturday night, I would have a lot more than just one person watching. Ah, yes. Hello there. Remember, behave yourself. Behave yourself. You know what? That is a cool thing to do. If you stick around in a little bit here, I have new 45 finds that I'm going to show probably in a matter of a moment here. And I have a couple of. I think we'll do the LPs before we do the 45s. But I have some cheap stuff. I have cheap stuff. Oh boy, Oh, well, that's kind of cool. You see, punk. I know some punk. Okay. I used to have a buddy of mine. This was my intro. Well, okay. Jeez, I think I brought this up before. When I was about 9 or 10, I think it was. WLS, Larry Luchak, I remember this. They got a hold of that Sex Pistols, God Save the Queen. And of course, they were making fun of it, because I was a 10-year-old kid in 77, and they were just making fun of it because they were top 40 radio. They could give two shits about punk. But of course, there was some people like Pete Townsend and a few others that actually respected the new stuff that was coming out at that time. But that was my only taste of punk until like maybe the late 80s, when I had a buddy of mine named Spike. I don't really remember his real name, but he would have this Technicolor mohawk. Now, when he was at work, he wouldn't technicolor it, but he did have a mohawk. They let him, and I thought that was cool. So, well, yeah, but I like the Ramones. Okay, I think it's the intensity. It's the intensity and the speed, and what can sound borderline dangerous. There's a lot more dangerous punk than Ramones. I mean, let's face it. My friend Donna, I sort of, I think I'm the one that turned her on to Gigi Allen. Oh boy. But I mean, just so Spike, we would go sometimes to his house for lunch, and he would start playing me stuff like Circle Jerks, Dead Kennedys, Exploited, uh, that kind of stuff. Okay, so I mean, I got maybe Sham '69. I think is another one that's coming in. Early Clash, stuff like that. Okay, and I liked some of it. I did. Some of it was just a little too out there for me, but that's okay. But it seems like that the one common name is the Pistols. Okay, there's a lot more out there bands. I think I brought this up once in a broadcast, but I bought a Flipper 45 once when I was like 13, 14 years old. And I don't know why. It was kind of drony punk, really original punk. Yes, 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 yes. And death metal, yeah, 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 yeah. You know what? I agree with you on that, Tim. I do like some death metal. Um, I'm not a big fan of a lot, just some. Rage, I, you know what? See, Rage is political, but I mean intense. But they managed to get airplay. I think some of these punk bands or any genre, um, if some of the ones that are overlooked are the ones that don't get airplay. Okay, but I like some of like Rage's stuff. I remember hearing um, things like Bulls on Parade, and I'm kind of half out of it today, but I like some of the stuff. Pocket Full of Shells, things like that. But so Punk Stream, that's cool. That's cool. Who's putting that on? Is it Patrick or somebody else that's putting the Punk Stream on? Um, I'll admit one of the that was an excellent exclamation point, dear. I heard that. Shanny Annie has spoken. Anywho, so um, but I had a chance to to catch Gigi Allen, and I probably should have in Chicago. Seriously, and he's a piece of work. Him and the Murder Chunkies. Although, you know, yeah. Well, well. There you go. Don't you? Don't you know? Um. So let's see. Where was I going on all of this? Oh, so a couple weeks ago, Comedy Club, right? So at the last minute, I got a ticket for myself. Usually I go with people to come to these shows. Oh, okay, okay, excellent. Oh, hey, that's a good lineup. That's a good lineup for that. I'll t- I'll tell you on that one. Yeah, I'll give you Go Bears. Don't even start with me on that. You think you're so funny. I'm funny looking. That's cool though. But yeah, so Sean and Randy, and yeah, awesome. So saw John Lovitz. That's what I'm getting to on the point of this story. It was a last minute thing. Wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do it. I like John Lovitz, SNL, and I liked when he was Master Thespian in the and the liar. You know, yeah, that's the ticket. I'm married to Morgan Fairchild, whom I've seen naked. He'd always do that shit. So I guess maybe I should have stuck around a little longer because he did end up taking pictures with a couple people, but I don't. How am I supposed to know that? A lot of the ones lately wouldn't do that. So I got, if anybody remembers Rat Race, the movie from 2001, he's one of my favorite things he did, The Critic. It stinks from the mid 90s, as it says, from the producers of The Simpsons, because the first season was on Fox, and then Fox killed it, and ABC picked it up for a season. So all of it's on here, and great parody stuff. And then lastly, I love that he signed it under the radio, considering he was the voice of the radio in the Disney movie Brave Little Toaster. How about that for dark parts in that movie? The air conditioner is nuts. But it's still a cute movie for some of it anyway. But it's Disney for you. What can I say? Love It's a Genius. Yeah, that's it. And great movie, Kravitz. Yeah. See, and the thing is that I think, and I know that you appreciate old movies. They were trying, in my opinion, to do a update of It's a Mad, 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 Mad World, and kind of failed. I would rather watch the original. That 1963 movie was awesome, and anyone in the realm of comedy was in that damn movie. So that is like one of my favorite movies. Oh, okay. Let's see here. Yeah, no kidding on that. I don't have that on DVD. I probably should. And I don't know if there's bonus footage or outtakes or stuff. Tim maybe would know that. Maybe you'd know it too. I don't know. Okay, so LP finds. Not many. Not many LP finds, but one of my regular haunts. 3 of these were 99 cents. Couldn't pass that up. Could not pass up for 99 cents. Let's see here. So, how about a nice copy of Steve Miller's Sailor? You don't come across early Steve Miller. You just don't. It's not that, unless you want to pay those 180 gram prices, which I don't want to do. Of course, this has got Living in the USA on it, but I'll show you. Nice, beautiful rainbow label capital, and it's in really great shape. That's why I don't understand why for 99 cents they let these go. Oh, okay. So Blu-ray might be the best for me on that, possibly. I need to get a Blu-ray player, to be honest. My favorite podcast host named himself after the climb. The big W. That's right, the big W. Oh, they cut a scene with Keaton. Oh, jeez. That's injustice to Buster. I was seeing some interesting photos. Had to do with Dick Van Dyke, and how, of course, he loved Stan Laurel and Buster Keaton. Those were 2 of his idols growing up, and I guess he got to befriend both of them within the last year of their lives. And I thought that was pretty cool that he, being given the torch from these 2, he had so much respect for Stan and Buster, and I think that's totally awesome. Um, oh, okay, all right. Well, that's cool. At least they saved some stuff. Um, all right. So this one here, unfortunately, has a slight tear in the cover, which bums me out. But I've never come across this. I'm not normally a big Chad and Jeremy fan, but to find of Cabbages and Kings for 99 cents, I mean, if I remember correctly, isn't this supposed to be like their Psych album? I thought somebody told me that. And of course, it's on 2i Columbia, beautiful stereo press. Um, but very, very nice indeed on that. Let's see. Yeah, yeah, I love all of them. I do. I've got them. I'm Tim Allen here suggested a Buster Keaton documentary, which I did get through some of it, and I'm enjoying it. I've got to get. Thank you. Okay, thank you. I haven't heard a lick of this yet, and to find this for 99 cents just really surprised me. Yeah, no kidding. I would like that too. Okay, and then this one here, I've never come across this. The Isley Brothers, This Old Heart of Mine. Here's the front, here's the back, and of course, this is going to be on your Tomla label. But I mean, I'm not kidding here. At least near minty stuff. Minimum, and like I said, to get those for 99 cents. Somebody went and priced these wrong because there was stuff that was worse looking than these, because these are great, and they were pricing them $4.99, $5.99. I'm like, you people are not paying attention. And then this one here, and I know you're going to say, well, Paul, I knew you were going to find an excuse to throw a Monkees album out here, but yeah, Paul's got the good stuff. I try. So to find this in shrink, in near mint shape, original 1966 press, Monkees' first album. Now I know you're like, we've seen this before. I'll even give a Charlotte yawn. That's a private joke. So the thing is, though, of course, it is in a first press because of the Papa Jeans. See, Papa Jeans. Also on the back, it says Papa Gene, and the label says it too. And so this one, though, it cost me $2.99. This was not a 99 center, but to find this for $2.99, I thought, excellent. You know what? I probably already have had monkeypox since 1972. So if anybody kind of knows about this photo session, there is a bunch of alternate takes of the cover for this. And Mike, I am told, for this is saying something to the effect of, would you fucking take the picture already? Because they were sitting there for a while, like between 1 to 2 hours for this photo session. And that supposedly is why his mouth looks like he's getting ready to say. So, like I said, I'm glad to have this. I have like several copies of this album, but not first press. My last copy that I had that was first press, which I paid like a quarter at a yard sale, was so beat up. I'll probably just end up giving that to somebody else if I still have it. I might have ended up already giving it to somebody else. Yeah, see, I've heard about the Silence. I've never seen any of them. Yeah, well, anytime I ever see a green hat, anything is when I think I'm going to get some more coffee, because I'm always powered by it each and every time, whether it's Waffle House cup or not. So I ended up, so here comes the 45 finds, and I appreciate you, all 5 of you people here for into the first 30 minutes of this broadcast already. I swear I'm not going to go on too long, all right? But I just thought I'd come on here because I know it's been 2 or 3 weeks since I've been on. life gets in the way, and I'm. So let's see. So let me set up the story, because there's always a story when it comes to me, right? Right. So I go off and I go to one of my regular haunts here in Northwest Arkansas. And a friend of mine alerted me to this weeks before, but I misunderstood what he was talking about. He said to me, he goes, "Oh, Paul, you got to go to this. You got to go to this flea market." Okay. And awesome. Awesome. Give me a title in the comments, please. So the thing is that he tells me, "Hey, there's a bunch of records at this place. It's right when you walk in." And when I go to, these antique malls, okay, I go every 6 to 8 weeks. That turns the booths a little bit more okay. Because if you go like every day, you're going to see the same old shit. You're just, oh, okay, okay. Never heard of that one. I know who Matt Dillon is. Never heard of it. So I went there and got through half of it, because this place is a big. You're not going to get out of there under 2 hours, okay, in this joint. It used to be a former nursing home. So I get to my time limit and I discover what he really meant. I am not kidding you when I tell you that I came across I'd say between 500 and 1,045s. They're in milk crates, they're in boxes, they're in wire racks. I am sitting here and I'm going, oh my God. And I turned to my daughter because hey, Trish, how are you? Good to see you. So I turned to my daughter. I said, because I already was having sensory overload. You know what, Walrus? I want to see that movie. I've heard good things about it. It's done respectful. Oh, okay. Okay. Interesting. He has hair. Oh, my Lord. I may have to go see this Liar's Moon. So the thing is that when I said I got to come back tomorrow, which is exactly what I did. I was there the first day, 2 hours. 2 hours I spent going through hundreds and hundreds of 45s. And then I'm just sitting here and I'm going, I got so burned out, and I got through one wall and I said, I'm going to have to come back again. And I did go back again, and I spent maybe about, see, good, I'm going to have to, I'll watch it. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to watch that Stan and Ollie and the Liar's Moon. So when I went to the other side of the wall, I spent about a good hour, maybe an hour, 15 minutes looking through the rest. I went back there today and discovered 2 more boxes hidden behind something else. But the guy is a little high if he thinks he's going to get the prices for what's in those 2 boxes. So without further ado, what did the mighty Psyko find in this place? These are in no order whatsoever, to my knowledge. But these came from just this small stack is what I picked up the second time. All right. Five English imports and a Paul Revere's 45. How about that? So a lot of black labels here, so you're not going to be able to catch them very, very well. But how about this is Tom Motown, and all of them are in near minty shape. Seriously. So Marv Johnson, Bad Girl, on Stateside, Tom Motown. How about Mary Wells? Back when she was on the 20th Century Fox, though. Okay, so Mary Wells on Stateside. This next one here, Diana Ross and the Supremes and the Temptations doing Uptight, Everything's All Right. Yeah, I know what beer you're talking about, Mike. I thought you were going to go Johnny Walker with that reference, though. Diana Ross doing Reach Out, I'll Be There. Another Mary Wells. This one here, Ever Loving Boy. I like them when they got the center hole still intact. Oh, thanks. Believe you me, this is some fun stuff here. Oh boy. And then one of my favorite underrated Paul Revere and the Raiders 45s. It did get chart action, but not real high. Off of the Country Wine album from 1972, Powder Blue Mercedes Queen. This thing should have been a bigger hit back in 72. I really do dig the way it was done. Should have been a bigger hit. So that's the first 6. That was from the first trip. So some of these are going to be known. Some of these are going to be unknown. Yeah, see, I know, right? And there wasn't that many of them, but I want to truthfully say I think I grabbed what he had for import 45s, I think. So a lot of this stuff here, like I said, it's going to be known and unknown. But you know me and labels. If I don't know who the hell it is, I will roll the dice and figure it out later. So Nancy Norman on Train Records, Rainbow of Regret, and Let Me Trust My Heart. And no, it's not a promo. That's just the way the label is. So a lot of these, I want to say on average are VG. Okay, I don't think I found any that were too beat up. Here's a Safaris one, and it's not Wipeout. Point Panic. That's why I grabbed it, because I'm like, I never find Safaris 45s. Yeah, that's all good. That's all good. See, I'm a sucker for 45s. I always have been. Now this one here, on the other hand, I did not know Jimmy Cliff did 45s in the late 60s on A&M. Never seen a Jimmy Cliff on A&M before. I was just like, I gotta get this and see how that is. Right. I think you and I had a discussion about that 145 on Cat that I found. I mean, that blew my mind. If I ever find anything on that, Rama, of course, I only have 2 Rama 45s, and one of them is a Calypso band, but the other Rama I have is actually, this fooled even Doug Fields. He said he never knew that Rama had a brief reissue label, like reissue. And I'm like, yeah. So I found, I think it was a Heartbeats or something. I can't remember. Seriously, I thought there was 2 drummers also. Yeah, you see, because that's where the fun is, Walrus. That's where the fun is, because it's cheaper. Most of the time, it's cheaper. You're willing to take a gamble. And okay, sometimes I have the time, but not all the time. I'll either be, yes, I will look up Discogs, or I will play YouTube to try to get sound bites, so I'll know if I like something or not. So what a pile can end up being this may end up being more like this, which saves me money. Right. So I think Surfer Joe was on the back of that. Well, okay. So let's see. On Mercury from the mid-50s, Why Must You Go from the Griffins? Another one I've never heard of before. Um, Buchanan Brothers on Event, Son of a Loving Man. You see, you know what I do though, Mike, when it comes to the 45s, um, even though I don't collect comic books anymore, I get small comic book boxes because it's easier for me to tote. Now, I do have bunches of 45 cases, but in some of them, I keep my most valuable, not all the time, but, or the ones that have awesome picture sleeves because I don't want them dented. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You're correct. This one here I picked up because I never seen the label before. From Little Sister on Stone Flower, but I caught that it was produced by Sly Stone. Yes, that's why I grabbed this. And I haven't listened to it yet. This next one here from Springfield, Missouri. Ozark Mountain Daredevils wasn't the only thing to come out of Springfield, Missouri, ladies and gentlemen. Although that show Ozark Jubilee was a big hit on ABC. How about Ronnie Self? Ain't I'm a Dog? One of Rockabilly's, um, just not that well known. Ronnie Self deserves better. I'll tell you that. And Rocky Road Blues is the flip. I like this Columbia label. I do. But that's my second Ronnie Self. The first one I found isn't. This one is in a lot better shape than the second one. Yeah, that's all right though. Everybody's got their likes. I'll still collect 78s if I can find them cheap enough. And there isn't too many people I don't think that do that anymore for the 78s. Exactly. Exactly. You're right. You're right. You're telling me, Tim, my eyes bugged out. It's a good thing nobody was paying attention to my looking through them. Like, I try to keep a poker face when I'm looking through all this stuff because I'm like, I don't want to let on. It's like, okay. So let's see here. Billy Storm, Don't Let Go on Infinity. On Infinity. All right. Now, I don't normally collect gospel 45s, okay? But saying that, there are excellent gospel songs, and yes, mostly black gospel, okay? Um, Poku's, oh god, don't go Lady Gaga on me, or Mike. So, the thing is, like on Savoy, on Specialty, on the Chess dabbled in it, stuff like that. They did black gospel. One of the biggest mistakes that I ever made, I think I brought it up once before. 10 cents at a nursing home indoor sale in Williams Bay, Wisconsin. I found about a stack of 20 78s. Get this, on the Paramount label. Why did I not get them at 10 cents a piece? Because it was gospel, not blues. Probably was a very big mistake because I'm told that some of the gospel on that Paramount label not only is really, really good, but actually some of it does command mid range money. Not that I look for shit and buy it because it's valuable. I've told it's been icing on the cake. Lady Gaga. Yes, yes, the staple singers are really good. I remember that Mavis Staples, if I remember, I think that's her name, right? Was supposed to do a show here, and it had to get rescheduled or something. So, um, but with a name like Silas McKinley, and said I wasn't gonna tell nobody on the Divine Grace label, which says it's an Al Benson production, and this label is out of Chicago. So I'm curious. speaking of Chicago, oh, you're telling me. Even that whole, yeah. So this one here, I like, but I'm not going to try to. Unfortunately, there's tears in the labels. But you know what, guys? I should tell you, on average, I spent about 60 cents a 45. That's not bad. My first little Walter on Checker, little Walter roller coaster. And I love that the label on here is from an H.T. Gelly from Caracas, Venezuela. This came from Venezuela. How about them apples? Or little Walter in this case. Um, oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. I have not come across very much Sister Rosetta Tharpe. Okay, I've seen video. She's killer. She just was. She justifiably went in the Hall of Fame or the Hall of Shame. She deserved to be in there. Um, let's see. I don't buy any gospel either, except I buy every Wanda Jackson LP. And you know what? That's how I got my Wanda autograph. She signed the back of one of the gospel albums. I found out later she made an appearance down here in Northwest Arkansas, and that is not the first time I've come across a signed Wanda Jackson, but that was the first time I found it for Goodwill price, which I'll talk about that in a little bit too. I'm a little pissed at my Goodwills. Yeah, no kidding, right? So the second one that I found, and unfortunately, yes, this tear kind of hurts, but it was too late. What can I say? Too late is my other little Walter 45, backed with I Hate to See You Go. I couldn't leave these there. I couldn't. I wasn't going to. I love this kind of stuff. That was my first little Walters I ever found. I'm like, holy crap. For 60 cents, you damn right I'm going to get. I did find one or two Elvises. This one here, mid 60s, if I remember correctly, I think it's 67, I think, because it's off of Speedway. Let Yourself Go. I still like collecting Elvis 45s, especially ones that I just never seen before. The 60s catalog, like from 63 to like 69. A lot of them didn't. I know you can't play the label. I know, but I like to have them sort of clean. Um, I only know Put a Spell on You. That's I would say get any of his 45s. He didn't put that many out, and then that album, though, if I remember correctly, can be high dollar though. I think he also put out some stuff in the late 70s, early 80s, maybe. I don't know if he was still great at that time, but I mean, so I've brought this up before that I'm a big Bill Haley fan. I don't know, I just do. I like a lot of the records. So to find I Got a Woman back with Charmaine, I've never seen this before. So for him to do this, I'll be surprised. Um, yeah, I like that. You can't play the label unless Jack White produced the record. Yeah. Oh, now here's one that really threw me for a loop. So I think Kevin, aka Beans, maybe Tim Allen, maybe you were in on this conversation too. I can't quite remember, but a year and a half back, I came across both albums on RCA of the Hardy Boys, which was an early 70s one season animation / live show for Filmation. But they put out some decent, yeah, see, there you go. There you go. And so I dug it. I dug some of it. But to find, unfortunately, I really would like to go back in time and go tell Jessica Corpenning, hey, why the hell did you write and write? But it's the 45 of Love and Let Love from the Hardy Boys. And of course, Sink or Swim, a Dunwich Bill Trout production. Because we've talked about the Hardy Boys before, and it was a Chicago-born outfit. So technically, it is Chicago rock. Um, Reed Kaling, who would end up in the Grassroots and Badfinger in the 80s, is in the Hardy Boys. There's somebody else that came out of there too, for the life of me. I don't remember right now. Yeah, and you know what? I'll tell you, I have Bill Haley on Essex, but not on 45s. I've got 278s. Um, One of them is Crazy Man Crazy. And then the other one just has on the edge though a little chip, a small chip out of it. But I'm keeping them for the moment anyway. Frenzy by Hawkins was in some movie or show I was watching. His voice is instantly. Yeah, yeah, well, yeah. I mean, like I said, there's some good comp stuff then out there. This one here, I showed. Oh, I don't know, maybe about a year ago, or at least one of them. But it turned out that it was a 1959 re-ish on Imperial. This time in very nice shape. Like one side of this is minty, the other side has got one teensy weensy scuff. The Spiders, A1 in my heart. Yeah, the Spiders, which this is a decently valued 45. I was glad to find an OG on that. Um, Let me get some more coffee. Everybody talk amongst yourselves. I did plop in invites here. Um, I don't know how much longer I'll be on. I'd say probably within about 30 minutes, I'll probably kill this. But I appreciate you guys being here. It means a lot to me. It does. Always does. Um, I really do. Yeah. Mumble, mumble, mumble. Mutiny, mutiny, mutiny. But I really do appreciate you guys when you're here. It's important to me anyway. I'm sorry that I can't get on a lot more. Um, Pass all your test papers to the front, students. That's right. So, on Solid Gold Enterprises, the band Solid Gold with One Time Fool. This is from the 70s, if I remember correctly. So that is another one. Let's see, how many more do I have? That much more. How about that? So next, very cool. When I saw this Brunswick, it popped out. I thought right away Buddy Holly. I'm like, hey, this is a Buddy Holly, but it's not. It's Bob McFadden and Dorr with The Mummy. Yeah, yeah. This thing, I tried looking, very interesting record for this. And for me to find this, and decently valued too, I was like, awesome. I can't wait to clean and spin some of these, although I might be able to get away with not cleaning some of these anyway. Another artist, another 50s. I respect the 50s artists, okay? I always have, because that's where your history of rock started from. But there's a guy that I have gotten a little more appreciation for over the last couple of years. And to find not one, not two, but three of his 45s all in one sitting, and once again, 60 cents a piece, I was not going to pass up 45s with about Mr. Eddie Cochran. I like Eddie. Eddie died too damn young, and he didn't do anything stupid. Didn't do anything stupid. Gene Vincent almost got killed in that same car accident too. They should have arrested the bastard, the taxi driver, and threw him in jail for what the hell he did. He tried recklessly. And because of that, we lost this dude. So, drive-in show is one of them on Liberty. Okay. Um, yeah, and like I said, I mean, if they're most of these things, um, I think are original. Oh, did not know that. I have come across that album God knows how many times since I started collecting. If I had $1 for every time I came across that first family, I'd at least have $100. I never played it. I know what it's about. And see, Tim, that's the thing. I'll grab those damn Gene Vincents too, even if I have them already, because um, there's some of those, like obviously Bebop is the one that was the hit, but I've come across, like Racing with the Devil, um, Crazy Legs, and a few other ones on that Purple Capital, and I'd be like, oh crap! And I would love to find some of Gene's not so popular '60s 45Z cuts, like for Challenge Records and stuff like that. If I remember correctly, and I could be wrong, of course, on this, but I think that when Gene did, it was either one or two 45s on Challenge. The Knickerbockers were the backing band. That's what I thought I heard. Um, yeah, well, yeah. Okay. So this one here on Kudu Records, Fever, Esther Phillips. Okay. So I've come across one or two of his 45s before, but on RCA Victor, Jesse Belvin with Guess Who, another R&B singer at that time frame. Showing this RCA Victor, I have to tell you two that were in those hundreds that hurt because they were broken. I bought one of them not knowing that there was a whole crack. I said whole crack. And threw the 45. And you know what? I threw it away. It was beyond saving. I couldn't keep it. I'll tell you what that one was in a second. See, now that, oh God, you got lucky on that one. You did. I would have snapped them up too. So I found, I guess I collect Elvis stuff. So I found a promo from the mid 50s. It was an EP that was given out at select RCA dealerships. It was a highlights EP. The one Elvis track is Love Me. That's the Elvis track. And then there's 5 other artists. And I was half excited about this because I'm like, I had another promo from, I think it was 56, from 56. Both of them, the promos were put out at 56. One was in June, one was in November. And I didn't have the other one. And I'm like, awesome, this is going to be great. And the lighting was bad. That's my excuse for this, okay? And I come home to see that there's a crack running through the whole damn record. I could not. If it was a teensy weensy crack, that would have been one thing. It went straight through the whole day. Like you could go and I'm like, I had to throw. I threw it out. I was so mad. And then the other one was a stock copy of the Collins Kids, which that you're talking about, mid to late 50s rockabilly, and Eddie Cochran was friends with them too. So let's see here. So you're saying you could do a passable Kennedy imitation, being from New England. In Connecticut, we don't talk that way. LOL. I knew Jack Kennedy once, sir, and you, sir, are not Jack Kennedy. Okay, another one here. the United Artists label in the 60s would throw these really cool R&B and soul singers. So finding Wendell Smith with Puddin' Pie, never seen this one before. So I got a lot of different things to do to fool on that one. Yeah, okay. Okay with the Chi-Town bit. Well, yeah, see, that's the thing, though. If I can't play it, I guess I could be one of those people that, like, what was it? Skip from Full Circle Records in Crystal Lake, Illinois, from 1979 to 2004 was his existence. He would take broken 45s or broken 78s and either put them on the wall or he'd cut just so that the labels were on the wall. Oh boy. Okay. My brain can't do that right now. All right. This next one here, cool looking label. Never heard of the Montels, but on Beechwood Records, Coming Home. Yeah. See, it's goofy stuff like this is why and then clean them up, go off and spend an afternoon spinning the dang things. And yes, Mike, changing the record every 2.5 minutes. So when I'm used to seeing the Class label, it's usually for Bobby Day, right? Rockin' Robin. I think I showed a couple months ago. I don't know if it was the original pressing of Rockin' Robin, but it said some and the Oriole. It was like they mentioned two birds' names, but this one here is not Bobby Day. It's Eugene Church and the Fellows for the Rest of My Life. So that's why I grabbed that because I'm like, oh, here we go. Here's another Eddie Cochran. Good old hit, Sitting in the Balcony. Yeah. I found one original Eddie Cochran album on Liberty. It was the one that was released, I think it was in late 60, early 61. It was the tribute album. Beautiful cover photo of Eddie. Oh boy. Bathroom. This next one here, I don't. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Okay, Over and Over. I got that. Maybe that might be the other one I've got. Thank you. So, this label here, maybe you guys can tell me about this because I do sort of remember when Columbia used this label, but I don't think they used it very long. I don't think it's an import, is it? It's Chicago 25 or 6-4. And I'm not used to this label. I have a Canadian import of a Chicago 45 off of one of those first couple albums, but it's an orange because in Canada it was an orange label at that time. But I'm trying to remember, obviously I know that the first Chicago album came out in 69, if I remember right. So is this when 69, 70 that Columbia just did this instead of what they did? Hey Tom, how you doing? Good to see you here. Okay, thank you. I've never come across any Johnny with this label, but that orange Canadian one I just got done saying about, I found a couple and I've gave them to my son. My son Mike is a huge Johnny Cash fan. He got turned on to that. Okay, so what? Maybe 69, 70. That, like I said, this on all the years collecting, I don't think I've come across this. That's why I was there. You should enter the matrix number in the discount. Oh, okay, that's a good thing to know. I'd have to need my reading glasses for that though. So, but yeah, I've always loved Chicago. Oh, that's another thing I want to talk about real quick. Speaking of Chicago, they'll give us a break for a minute or two. Oh, okay. Right, right. Yeah, 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 yeah. You're almost are waiting to see Paul Revere and the Raiders, the Judge, or SS 396 on that. But no, yeah, I get what you're saying. Um, right. That's the I showed the Paul Revere and the Raiders powder blue Mercedes Queen earlier. It's gray. That was 72. So so the thing is, I won lawn tickets to last Tuesday's concert for Brian Wilson and Chicago. And I damn well it did hurt not going to that show. I wanted to. I really, really I wanted to see the Brian Wilson, Al Jardine, Blondie Chaplin portion more than Chicago. Chicago's just about a tribute band now. I would have stuck around maybe for 2, 3 songs for Chicago just to say, okay, I saw them. If I wanted to see Chicago, it would have been obviously original lineup 68 to 77 would have been best. But for consolation prize, 78 to 85, and I wouldn't have gone. Not saying I don't like Jason Chef's singing. It's just to me, when it started that era, just not a big fan. Mike, you think you're so funny? Yes, the judge is very funky. Um, but here's the problem. So when I get out of work with the heat index, it was almost 105 again. And I'm like, no canopy. Okay. I wouldn't have made it. I don't know what's happened to me in the last year, but I seem to get heat stroke more easier now than I've done before. Oh, oh, that's pretty cool. That is awesome. I my favorite stuff, obviously Transit Authority. I love that album, but I probably would say about the first 4 to 5 albums from them was like their best work, honestly, for them. So yes, I didn't get to go to Chicago and Brian Wilson, and my venue has gotten extremely greedy when it comes to concerts. There's lawn, there's reserved lawn. This is a 10,000 seater place. I have no clue what the different. I mean, I'm just like, oh, come on. Then you have your other seats, but like a bottle of water there, $5. A beer, and I don't drink beer at concerts. Okay, I don't. I haven't had a beer in a few years. 12.99 for a beer. That's bullshit. I ain't doing it. And to top that off, as of this concert season, it's also cashless when you get in the door. So your debit credit card better work. And my buddy went to the Styx REO Loverboy show, which was 2 weeks before that when it wasn't as hot. It was only in the low 90s. Ugh. The cheapest concert shirt, $45. I said, that's horse shit. I won't do it. Thank you. Sam, how are you, Sam? Sam, I've got coming in route the 7A Tantamount. And I did order the Dolenz Jones Boy's Heart, so I cannot wait for those. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And also, I'm going to pre-order the. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. The Mickey Dolenz solo Desmodel. I hope I got that right. I don't know. Exactly. There's only 3 original members. That's it. You've got Robert Lamb and 2 of the horn players. Even though Walt Parazer, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, is still technically a member, but he will not tour. He's not a touring member. If they make a new album, he will contribute. Uh, yeah, well, the only way you can use cash is at the ticket booth. That's it. Once you go in, see, that's what I'm looking forward to. I really did like. and the hits just keep on coming. 7A does an excellent job. What number is this chip? 7A. Yeah, see, good. And I heard a rumor that 7A may be doing one more release between that and the end of the year. What do you think it is? What do you think it is? I don't know, but I hope it's something really cool. I think Peter needs some more love. We need Peter love. Wait a minute, that didn't sound right. Never mind. It's not the video. Yes, but you know what though? I'm going to tell you something, Tim. The amp, ever since, because like 2014 is when they went into the 10,000 seat facility. The first year or two was okay. I'd say from 2016 on, it's been all about this. Now, saying that, they have been able to get the bigger names. Okay. When they're done with the expansion, because they're expanding, they want to end up. I don't know how the hell they're going to do this, but they're looking at like 11 to 12,000 to seat, which would technically put them in a medium capacity venue, which means maybe we would get bigger names. Now, saying that, I did find out. Let's see, okay, for you krautrock people, tomorrow Kraftwerk is performing here. They're playing outdoors, and it's $75 is the cheapest ticket, but Kraftwerk will be in Bentonville, Arkansas. Dave Mason is doing a solo show. He'll be down here in third week of July for that one. I missed the Meadows in Hartford. I saw the Who and the Almonds there in the 90s on the lawn. Yeah, yeah, ain't that the case? Sam, I would love for it to be Time Rider. And here's the thing. I don't know if did that ever get a legit release from Pacific Arts, because I've been trying to look for it, and if that's the case, I've never found it. Tom, that would be cool. I only have Rubberine. I have a white label promo of Rubberine. What a strange song. I've said, see, that'd be cool. I'd love to meet Dave Mason. I know he does meet and greet packages before the shows. It hurt to eat those tickets, but I wasn't going to get sick out there. Yeah, I knew all these Dave Mason puns were going to come up. I did. Oh, okay. Oh, on CD. Never seen it. Never seen it then. But that I wonder, is it a high dollar CD? Oh dear. Okay. Oh God. You know what, guys? It's an indoor venue, because if it was an outdoor venue, I would be praying for a paper sun. See what I did there? Ugh. See, I can do shit too. I can do bad references. Oh, fuck that. No, 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 no. Sam, I'm going to tell you something. I ended up finding all my original Nez's. God, half of them garage sale prices. Seriously, the red, white, blue trilogy, I didn't pay more than $1 a piece, and the conditions were wonderful, even if it was Dynaflex. And there we go. Now that's going to start something. So I do have all the RCA output, and I probably the rest of them after the trilogy, I spent on average $5-6 a piece for the rest of the RCAs. And I've got all the Pacific Art vinyl except for the Prison. I need a copy of the Prison. Wouldn't that be nice if 7A would... What number is this chip? Never mind, we're not doing that again. Yeah, there you go. Scooby-Doo and Supernatural need to get on the case again. Right. What is tantamount? Because, like I said, I remember when Nez was selling on his website the prison, and he would sign it, and I think it was 75 or $100, which back then was pretty damn pricey. Now I kind of think I should have damn bought it. Now I have a few Nez signed items. I just don't have any signed vinyl. I've got a signed DVD, signed book, and a signed CD. Oh, and I should throw this out there. Um, it's a Mike Nesmith solo album, Tantamount, 72, I think, 1972, with new cover art, and it looks beautiful. So that RCA comp with Nez in the nudie suit, that photo is on vinyl. I didn't know this, and I'm going to go to Barnes and Noble tomorrow, actually, I think, or Monday. Barnes and Noble has a red vinyl variant of the RCA material. Okay, because I know that Sony Legacy, I think, put out a blue vinyl, but Barnes and Noble has a red vinyl variant. See, and I love the Monkees, and I love Nesmith. I love his solo stuff. Now that he's passed away, and I know the legalities of things kind of got weird, because I know that Nez, I think, sold either his RCA catalog or his publishing. How much is the record? I don't know. But Sam, I think I can. I think I can just. I'll tell you on Messenger, either that, or if you want to go look, I think it might be on Barnes and Noble's website. Okay, so one or the other. If you can't get to the website, I'll messenger you and tell you how much it is. But so I'll get it. I've been wanting to get it, but it would, considering that I'm a Barnes and Noble member. I can shave off 10% of the price. So that'll help a little bit. So I'll probably, like I said, if I find it in the next day or two, I'll grab it. Don't start with me. Don't start with me on this issue. I don't know if you're being serious or you're just slightly pulling my, but I don't care. I love all the monkey stuff. I always thought that, right? Yeah, that would have been fun, to be honest. I mean, considering that, Rhino put out the older stuff, the newer stuff. I think I've got both of those CDs. I think. I know you were you. It's okay. I'm just kidding. But 45. Oh no! I ain't paying $45 for that shit. No, I'm not gonna pay that. These vinyl people, these makers are getting a little too greedy for their own britches. I ain't paying 45 for that, especially since, what was it? I paid to get the CD signed through Nez's website. What it was, I can't remember. I also got it for a friend too. $15 to $20 for the CD signed. Whatever. Okay, yeah, that's probably what I spent then. I don't know. Oh, it's a double. See, I didn't know it's a double. Then that's still kind of slightly. Right, right. And I could have sworn I I saw something in a Monkeys post, fandom post in the last day or two. Is it possible that they might have found one of the lost changes tracks? I thought I read this somewhere, and I'm like, if they did, that's damn cool. Yeah. I mean, that right, right. I love the Kinks. Yeah, Good Times is such a damn great album. I am so glad, because I don't count Christmas Party. Christmas Party is a nice record, but Good Times was a perfect way to end the Monkey legacy. It really, really was. So let me show you the rest of these 45s. I said I would. So okay, on the OK label, what a title, Dr. Feelgood and the Interns. What's a blang dong? Now I know what a dong is, but what's a blang dong? Now, if you have a bejeweled dong, that would be a bling dong, would it not? And if you had a chocolate covered dong, it would be a ding dong, right? What's a what's a bl- I'm getting myself in more trouble as we're going along. Uh-oh. Somebody got some kinks wood. Who said the kinks? Yeah, you know what? And deservedly so. That's Dolan sings Nesmith. Oh, there's some people that actually want a volume two. I think I'm one of those people. I would love to see, because the EP was very nice as an addendum, but I think I want another album. Plaster Caster. Yeah. Oh, rest in peace, Cynthia. Rest in peace. Tim, I don't have that either. And okay, so you guys out there, Justice only came out on vinyl through Friday Music, right? I don't really want to buy that one if it came out on Friday Music. I'm sorry. I would rather have Run Out Groove or somebody else reissue that thing. I just am not a big fan of Friday Music. And yes, Tim, and I do thank the Live 67. I think that one was a very decent record, but I've heard spotty things about Friday Music and some of their releases. And I just don't think I want them to. I'm just scared to listen to Justice. Does anybody have Justice on vinyl from Friday Music, and does it sound all right? I don't know. uh, yeah, I know. That's what I said. You know what? You're right. And I remember, I remember so much, Tom and everybody, when when the hype for Justice came out, and I was waiting with bated breath. I said, "My God, this is something I've been looking forward to all my life as a Monkees fan." And I bought that damn thing. Like, if not the first day, it was within the first couple days. And I went and listened to it, and I was not. I was disappointed. There was a couple good songs, but I was like, "Oh, come on!" It should have been better. It really should have been better. Um, I was very happy to see the ABC movie when they got back in the old house. I'm like, it stirred up the kid in me, watching those shows, to see them do an update, and then of course insert some of the new songs in there. But Justice is part of the catalog, so it's just not one of my favorite records. I've seen people in monkey fandom things go, okay, what's the crappiest monkey record? Pool It or Justice? To me, it sometimes can be a two-way tie. Yeah, that too. That's right. Somebody needs to do a real good. In all 17 versions of Moving In with Rico. Moving In with Rico. Oh my God. Oh no. Oh no. It's the swimming pool water that the three monkeys swimmed in. Some people would buy that shit. You know it. Would I be one of them? No. Exactly. And I bought that album too in the first week. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh, what did I start? What did I start? Me and my big mouth. Oh fuck no. Not a five not a 5 LP set. That's just, and here's the whole album in Espanol. Oh shit, no. You'd buy it, of course you would. Of course you'd buy. That's the best laugh I've had all day. Okay, I like that song. And that video is just, I remember watching that video and I was laughing my ass off. I'm like, oh God, oh no, the thing. Pool chemical blue. That's what we'll call it. Esperanto. Klingon. There's a Klingon version of pool it. All right. You guys are, I'm going to piss my pants. You guys keep doing this. I don't want to be incontinent at almost 55. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait to bring this up to my friends around here. Oh God. Pool it. Poor Pool it. Pool it. Pool it. Justice of the redheaded ginger stepchildren of the Monkeys catalog. Talk and discuss. Change my mind. I lost 2 people. Maybe they were red-haired ginger people. I'd say sorry, but I'm not sorry. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. And the unreleased single. Here we go, Tom. This will make you laugh. The unreleased single of the Monkees featuring Bev Bevan. See, where's Kevin when I need him? He would have liked that one. What's the max I'd spend on a Pull It Deluxe? That's a good question. I'd have to see what the hell's in it. Signed by Nez. And Nez is looking at going, why are you fucking making me sign this? I'm not on it. The poster that's in the bullet is of Mike Nesmith in a Speedo. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. In a kitty Mr. Turtle pool. Because he was late to the photo session. I needed this. I'm crazy. Oh no. You gotta have your snorkel and your waterproof headphones to hear it. Oh no. I'm tearing here. I needed that. This is... See, though, you said 50 years. You realize the 50th anniversary is 2037. So I think we better go and get the 40th, because even then we're going to have to wait 5 years. Disc 5. Oh no. The kiddie pool session tapes. Oh God. This is, you open and the Amazon driver doesn't know why it's so fucking heavy. It's like it's supposed to be. Like it says LP box set, 3 pounds. The rest of contents 47 pounds. Open it up. There's like algae and little brine shrimp. And there's special boxes, like there'll be like a I don't know, like a ladies swimsuit top is in the box of water. God. You see, there you go. You can use it as a float. Oh boy. That's right. Liquid propane and propane accessories. Oh no. No, no, I don't want to see that. Here. Oh God, no. And then he gives it to you. Are you a believer? He gives it to chest hair. Oh my God. I'm like slowly playing. Like, you guys are killing me. You guys are killing me. Oh God. For that box set, the listening parties are only held at public pools or apartment complex pools. You just in some bumfuck town, like here, for example, you can ton in Rogers. Oh my God. Oh no, no. Three monkey bullets. Those mullets were horrible back then, but it's the 80s. Poor monkey mullets. Um, yeah, yeah, because in the Head movie, when Mickey is in the sand dunes trying to get to that Coca Cola, and the big voice, whoever it is, God or whoever, um, isn't it George Michael Dolan's? My guy, I can't remember what he says, but it's funny. Oh dear Lord. Yeah, well, that's why the Mike and Mickey work. Hey, that would be. Oh my God. Yeah, George Michael Dolan's. There we go. Oh God. I that damn it. It's just let me go through let me go through. All I'm gonna say is thank you. Thank you guys for just making me feel better today. I um I did actually have a really good day, with between my kids and Shannon and you guys. Oh my God. All right, so not too many left. Only this many left. So this I thought was pretty cool. Needs a little cleaning. Yeah, more 45s. Yeah, yeah, thank you. There's not that many more though. There's not that many more. Just a few. But this one wasn't, for example, it wasn't on Discogs. I mean, the entry is, but there's that's the fun of this. So on Decca, I think this is 1951-52. Merry Christmas from Lightning Hopkins. Lightning. How about them apples? Oh, Sam, no, I'm almost done. Don't go to bed yet. I'll be done in like 10, 15 minutes, I swear. A lot. Lightning Hopkins. And yes, as you could see, unfortunately, I just noticed that there's a slight tear, but the vinyl is great looking. That surprised me. Yes. Well, actually, if I remember correctly, Mike, Decca and one other label labeled him as Lightning, but you're right. The rest of them are Lightning. Oh, I understand, Sam. It's okay. Like I said, I'm almost done here. Um, so another mystery record. Um, Rosie Lopez, I Still Think About You on Pulsar from 1969. It's supposed to be soul. See, that's the thing, Tim. I think so too. Even with the slight label tear, I think, yeah. I mean, I ain't getting rid of it anytime soon. But yeah, I would love to see what that goes for. I haven't seen any current entries for that 45. But this one here, I ended up getting. It probably is kind of, I don't know, but on Vernon Records, oh boy, presents Vernon Stewart. Oh no. But this was out of Russellville, Arkansas. I'll go off, and there's a lot of local label type stuff. Most of it's country western, but there is sometimes they'll sneak in uh, some rockabilly or some teen stuff. So even our little girl knows from Vernon Stewart, and like I said, it's a hey, it was recorded at John's recording studio in Russellville, Arkansas. Russellville, Arkansas is a couple-hour drive from here. So this one I thought was weird. This one does have a scratch or two, but I could have sworn. See, so oh boy, yeah. So I've never seen. This is from '73 on on Virgo. J. Frank Wilson and the Cavaliers doing "Last Kiss," but isn't "That's How Much I Love You"? Wasn't that like some type of Northern Soul thing, or am I getting this confused? Like the original label commands big bucks. So this is a '73 reish, and I haven't had a chance to look this up yet, but I'm going to have to. Oh, okay, here we go. Remember, I was talking about Orange label Columbia, and I think this is a Canadian press of I Am a Rock from Simon and Garfunkel. Very nice looking 45. It does have a little bit of wear, but overall, pretty nice shape nevertheless. So, kind of nice to find this. And then lastly, my last 45, major label, but I have never come across a 45 of this band in this lineup from 1956. Oh, okay. Oh no. What is this? It's how to light a cigarette if you have no match. You just take out one butt out of the pack and it will become. Oh boy. so, so in 1956 to 1961, the Four Seasons were not the Four Seasons. They were the Four Lovers. That's right. You're the apple of my eye. From 1956. This is the 1956 Four Seasons. They put out a handful of 45s on RCA, and I know they put out an EP or two as well. I don't know if they ever put out an album. This is actually in very, very decent shape for 1956. And that is it. That is it for the 45s. That is, at least for now anyway. Not too bad for 60 cents a shot, huh? At least I don't think so. You know what? You guys, I'm glad that. Well, see, here's the thing, though. Okay, thank you, Tim, for saying that, but you got a better 45 collection than I do. You've been at this for quite some time. I only started collecting 45s. Uh, oh boy, Mike, Phil Foley. I only started collecting 45s maybe back in, I mean, I always had 45s in the 70s, but I didn't think much of them. Uh, I would say probably the 90s is when I started collecting them more. On a Beatle related bent, you should have seen my first Beatle collection for 45s. I was proud of that first Beatles 45 collection. I ended up having to sell that stuff. And it was for, you gotta, you can't hang on to everything. And B, when you're young, like I was, 21, going on 22, and you needed to get formula and diapers and all kinds of stuff, and you had to pay bills. So I sold that Beetle 45 collection for a good amount of money. It kept me, it did keep my son with the formula and the diapers for, geez, probably 6 months. It helped, and you got to do what you got to do. Can't hang on to anything. You can't take it with you, whether you go to heaven or hell. Can't take the stuff with you. So you just get some enjoyment, and you do what you do. And that's exactly what I do with my records. I don't hang on to everything. I have another friend of mine that I work with. He just started collecting vinyl in the last year. I sell him little $20 packages. Almost sounds like a drug dealer I am, but I'm not. But little $20 bags, because I'm like, here, I think you'll like this. I think you'll like that. Like, for example, I sold him today, Sugarloaf and Blood Rock, and I think a Rod Stewart. And he loves the ink spots. How about that for a reference? And he's only 21. He is only 21. Yeah, like a grandma. 21 years old, and he loves the ink spots. And I found an ink spot 45 that I didn't show because I don't have it anymore. I put that in the bag. So it's like, so he loves the ink spots, which, by the way, I know you guys didn't expect to hear that name, but I found out an interesting fact about the ink spots. So there was okay, so they kind of broke up by 1955. Which Rod Stewart? Oh boy, Tom, I don't remember. I think it was an early to mid 70s one. So the ink spots, after they broke up in 55, after being around since 35, 36, if I remember correctly. So you're right, Walrus. I remember, I want to say I could have sworn that I thought that some form of an ink spots was on one of those Sanford and Son episodes briefly, but I remember Red Fox singing "If I Didn't Care." Yeah. So here's the thing, though. There was 100 different ink spot groups. In fact, it was so much so that a federal judge, if I remember correctly, this was a federal judge in 1967, declared the name the ink spots public domain. In other words, it is a name that is free to use. And I jokingly told my friend Steven, who's the one I've been selling the $20 stuff to, that we should start our own ink spots as a running gag now, because it's like, how about that? It's the ink spots with Psyko and Steven. And I'll just grab a couple other people and sing ink spots tunes. That would be kind of stupid, right? But I just thought of that. I'm like, it's public domain. Hey, there's not many like that. I have not seen Blade Runner in a very long time. Did not know they used that. That's funny that they used that in Blade Runner. So Psycho's ink spots coming soon. I can't sing for shit. It'd be funny. Well, okay, I'm about ready to wrap up the story, but let me tell you this one story though that I've got. So, like I said, born in northern Illinois, McHenry County Fair. Oh no! Oh no! We're done. We're done with this for the day. No, the pool would just. So, oh God. Yeah, doing whole wide world. Reckless Eric, you got nothing on this, bitch. Anyways, so um, so I remember that there was a very cool weekend that they had. This was early 90s, if I remember correctly. Okay. So one night it was Three Dog Night, which was really Two Dog Night, but at that time it was um Danny Hutton, Corey Wells, and and Mike Alsop, Jimmy Greenspoon, and oh God, and one other. Okay, so five of the seven original was still in this lineup. I probably should have went to that one, but I heard Danny Hutton was very crabby that day because my local radio station tried to interview him, and off the oh God, no, I fucking knew this was coming. Yeah, I knew it. Yeah. Oh God, I knew it. One of us needs to get a hold of Bev Bevan, by the way, for real. We need to interview him, and I want this thrown out there. Would he get mad? I don't think Bev might have he did sue for ELO, and I don't know. Bev, get a good sense of humor, please. We love you. So get a move on it. See what I did there? Never mind. So that was Three Dog Night and Paul Revere and the Raiders, which really was just Paul and I want to say at that time Carlo Driggs was the singer. So that was one night. The second night was Platters, Coasters, and Drifters. So, oh boy, it turns out that it's the same damn people so the Platters go on first. Now, if you remember, the Platters are what? Four guys and a lady. Oh God. Oh boy. Yeah. Look what I started. Look at the evil musical wormhole. It's just remember, rock and roll is king. So the thing is so the Platters go on, and of course, no original members whatsoever. Okay, no original members. It turns out that there's short intermissions between bands, and they put on different clothing. It's the same five people that put on different clothing. Some of them had mustaches, some of them didn't. All right, so they put these fake. I'm so glad in a way, I'm glad I wasn't there that night because I would have been pissed. But in a way, I wish video would have surfaced of this because they were like, and this is a hit of ours from 1958, and I'm like, you fuckers weren't on any of this. None of you were on any of this stuff. So that they would like I said, intermission. Came out in five different new outfits. Some still had mustaches. Some had them removed. I'm going, you know what? I think from what I heard, there was a few boos in the audience because some people figured it out. So then the Platters have had a shit ton of lineups. They're all dead. Originals are all dead. I ended up getting, what was it? I found a 70s album, an early 70s album of the Platters, and it was a small ass label because I guess for a little while one of the Platters lineups was performing in Vegas. Okay, and I didn't know that. I mean, it looked pretty rinky dink, like the album would be on the merch table when you went to go see him in the casino or some shit. But somebody went and took the time to get all the autographs on it. And it turned out, like I said, not one original member was in that early 70s lineup. But one of the autographs is still very cool because it turned out, and I cannot remember what doo-wop group the other member was in. Oh, now you're showing up. Now you're showing up. I'm about ready to wind this down, Richard. I've only been doing this for 1 minute.
And Everyone is a wanker.
This from the number one wanker himself. So were you over listening to the punk music? Over on
I don't know what you're talking about. I just got home.
Tim said Bip Bop Boom and two other people were alternating doing a punk rock stream.
No, I wasn't. I just got home a couple minutes ago. I went to a graduation party.
Oh, how
then
nice!
Then I saw Rachel. Then I saw Rachel was live, and they're talking about jazz, which I don't really give a shit about.
Okay, and, so Rachel's back now as Rachel's ghost, and now starting to do stuff again, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, wanker, don't bring us down, Bruce.
Don't let it bring you down. It's only castles burning. Hello, Walrus.
So now Rachel's back. Oh well, whatever. You know what? I had insider.
Yeah, a couple people up there who I'm not really fans of, so I didn't.
Oh yeah, I'm just me. I'm the free agent here in the VC. I pretty much, as long as you don't, I mean, let's face it. I know people badmouth me, but at least they do it privately.
Okay? Badmouth people.
Or badmouth me into my face. I mean, I know I'm an idiot and I know I'm crazy, but at least, I try to be entertaining and educational. Yes, I said educational.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Really badmouth you.
So Richard, do you want to be firstly, Richard, when you're doing your next performance, would you please, I have a request for when you do your next little show. Can you perform a Gigi Allen song? That's my first request. I want video.
Really?
I want video, and you have to fling some of your poo at the audience. All right, so or we could be members. You and me could be members of the Bev Bevins Ink Spots featuring Bev Bevan and his gang of Bev Bevins plus Jeff Flynn. You want in on that? Well, I think we could go in on that one. Yeah. Bev Bevan, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I know my internet. I just Ukrainian fucking internet. I hate Ukrainian internet. Say no more. I know sometimes that internet is as wild as an auctioneer in a whorehouse.
Yeah. Did you see my tribute to Michael Jackson today?
No, thank God. I mean, what? No, I really didn't. I was actually at my daughter's birthday party at Dave & Buster's with several of my other children. We were playing awesome games and giving. I was used as a ticket whore.
Yeah.
For a very cool game, some baseball game. I was doing really good. Oh boy, here we go. Any pre-orders of the new Bev Bevan Ink Spots featuring Bev Bevan and his gang of Bev Bevan. Yes, coming soon. And
hey, Sam St. John.
We're going to get the same record company that they're going to use for the 50th anniversary Poolet release. We're gonna do it that way, and we'll call ourselves the Whiteouts. Oh,
what are they talking about pre-order?
The Whiteouts.
What are they talking about pre-ordering?
You missed it. We were doing I can't. Was it Sam that started? Was Sam? Were you the one that started the running gag about the 50th anniversary of the Monkees Poolet? Which won't be till 2037. But the point is all the things that we're coming up with for the 50th anniversary. Deluxe set, a bullet. Oh God, I'm gonna cry again. It's just too good and stupid. Oh God, yeah.
So how's everybody doing tonight? How's everybody doing?
Oh God, I can neither confirm it or deny. You'd make a great politician, Sam. You would. That's what they love to say.
Uh,
Oh man.
oh boy.
It's been a while, Richard. It's been about almost 3 weeks since I did a show. I just, I get busy. I get busy a lot, and there's a lot of days I just don't feel like do. I mean, I don't want to say depression. It's not that. It's just I get out of work and I just get too damn tired. I'm like, it takes energy
Yeah.
sometimes to do some of this, stuff, and and then of course, like I said, between getting to visit kids and grands and to be with my
Yeah.
beloved Shannon, it's an interesting life. No complaints. No complaints.
Yeah. I always came on earlier, like I said, was the graduation.
So that I'm glad that the graduation went well. That's good.
Yeah. Well, it did to the very the end, the very beginning,
What's
the
that?
very end of the party got a little.
Oh yeah.
The very end of the party got a little tricky.
You didn't show your fishing tackle again, did you?
No, I didn't.
I heard there's a restraining order for that last bit.
That wasn't me. That was some.
Oh, that's the typical number one excuse.
That wasn't me. That was some random kid who I don't even know.
Wasn't me. Yes, no showing of the meat and veg, sir. Don't don't do it.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, that's another. Before anybody is a wise guy about this one, no, I will not get the deluxe edition of Poulet. See, somebody earlier threw out that Mickey comes to your house and gives you some of his chest hair. I do not want monkey pubic hair. Okay, I draw the line on these things. I do. I don't want.
I wouldn't even want McCartney pubic hair,
especially if there's crabs in it. Yeah, no kidding, right? I wonder if and when McCartney would be shaving out those pubic hair for those special people, if he was singing, "I'm getting closer to be." He nicks himself and goes, "Oh shit!" It'd be all.
I wouldn't want anybody pubic hair.
God, why are we even thinking about? Some fans are like, I want to buy it. What's that meme of the dude from Futurama? And he's like, "Shut up and take my money." It's that meme always gets me. I'm like, yes. Some people would be like, "Shut up and take my money." I would rather spin 45s live than try to keep a non-political, music-oriented conversation going these days. Yeah, I mean, I get it. Oh no.
Are you going off Larry Graves' video, Tim, with the Van Morrison stuff?
Look, okay, so. Oh no. Oh hell. All right. You know what? I know you were coerced. I know you were on this one. Tom, quit doing this. Hi, folks. I was told this is where I can pre-order the 7C. Now it's 7 CD, 5 LP. Yes, we after this there will be a 1-800 number and a son of a bitch. You know what?
I don't even know what the hell this is.
This is the monkey inside joke now. We have the Bevan joke. This is now the inside monkey joke.
Oh, I don't get it. So
call Andrew Sandoval. We need this done. Oh my God. And yes, I will agree with Tom. We need more 45 streams. Tim. Is Springsteen just following McCartney around? Sam, 2 shows.
Did he play Glastonbury too? Because he played the last show of the tour in New Jersey. So did he play Glastonbury today with Paul too?
Remember when I said the other day was it on your broadcast, or no, Mason's broadcast when I was on there with you and Mason, and I said that McCartney's got one great album left in his soul, and I think that he needs to do some collaborations on this last great final album. And truthfully, for example, I would love to see for one track Mickey Dolenz and McCartney. I think that would be a great song. Who else? Hey, Peanut Gallery and Richard, who else should do a collaboration on McCartney's last album
Go.
so one track
I
per
play glass.
artist? Who do you think could be good contributions to that last album?
There's a few newer artists, I think, and then there's older artists I think would be really good collaborators with Paul. I think he was supposed to do something with Lady Gaga, wasn't he? But that never happened.
See, I didn't know that.
I think they could be good.
Oh my God.
I think Mickey would be good. Yeah, Mickey Dolenz. Well, Springsteen is a Paul Sitka fan. He just worships the ground that Paul walks on. So,
right, Sam. We have to have one Ringo Paul track, obviously.
Yeah, we need one more with Ringo and Paul.
I would like to see.
McCartney would be good.
Because, okay, but hang on one second. I'm just asking, didn't McCartney and Jeff Lynne, because, I mean, I know Jeff Lynne was involved in the Flaming Pie, but I think it'd be pleasant to have another one. You know what, Walrus? That wouldn't be such a bad idea. I did not know Taylor Hall. No, hold on a minute. You got to think about this. Ozzy and Paul on a track. I want to hear it. I did not know Taylor Hawkins is on that album coming up from Ozzy. Didn't know that Taylor lived long enough to contribute.
Nicola would be good. Nicola would be good. Dave Edmund. Yeah, that would be good.
Tim, that's a good one. Very good.
I'm just trying to think of what an Ozzy and McCartney song would sound like.
I'm not kidding here. I wish somebody that was close enough into Paul's circle that I think that would be an excellent suggestion. Did they really on Howard Stern? Interesting. Did not know that.
Dylan, and that's the one you really should have.
I think the one you really got to have. A track. Yes.
Even though Dylan basically talks now, he doesn't even attempt this thing, but still having them on the track would be awesome. Together.
I really love the contributions you're throwing out here, people. This is great. And I mean, if Paul was smart, I mean, he could split this up, record 20 to 24 tracks. He could, I don't want to say milk it, but I mean, if the collaborations were so good, that there's one for you. There's one for you that could be workable. I mean, if Andy Partridge did very well on the contributions to the Good Times album for the Monkees, I could see on a track. Yes, I could. See, I love this. I mean, who else, guys? I mean, I love these suggestions. They're great.
Paul's original fans probably wouldn't like this, but Taylor Swift apparently loves Paul McCartney, and she interviewed him when they did the McCartney 3 album. So, and that would be I bet that would be a hit. We get Taylor Swift.
Oh dear Lord! Wait a minute! Oh dear Lord!
Oh God!
She'd only have one leg to stand on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you know what? I agree with you on that. Because see, there you go. Here's 3 more. Brian Wilson, Billy Joel, and Elton John. I think each of them. You're talking one track. One track
I
would
would love,
not
love,
be
love to
hard.
see.
Paul, Mr.
I would love,
McCartney,
love,
sir.
love to see Elton. I would love, love, love to see Elton and Paul do a song there. I think that would be amazing.
That would have been something.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, I mean, you could get 1 to 2 good quality albums out of a collaboration. Where now, I know somebody was asking duets, yeah, some of them could be duets. Some of them you could have killer musicians in the background. I would like to see, although I guess there'd be a snowball's chance in hell. I'd like to see Denny Lane come back on a track.
That would be so cool.
Because and look at this here. Paul and Cheap Trick would be fun because I do like the Paul and the remainder of Nirvana and what they did with that track. I could see. You know what? That would be fine. Yeah, let's hear another one. I mean, just that'd be fine.
Yeah.
Did Paul do anything with Jerry Lee Lewis? That's a good
Not that I'm
question.
aware of. Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah, I don't think so. So yeah, they need to hurry up on because Jerry Lee. I mean, last one's
Yeah.
yeah, but you know what though? I mean, I bet you Billy would be coaxed out for one track. I mean, that's not too hard. It's not like an album commitment.
Yeah. How about Paul and Yoko?
You already started drinking already? Did you?
Oh my God! I've had about 15 beers.
Aha! See what I'm saying? Nobody wants that. Casey Musgrave.
Actually, I'm not really even drunk.
The first time that I remember Casey Musgrave, she was on Brian Wilson's album No Peer Pressure, if I remember correctly. And that one was a decent track. So yes, I could see Casey Musgraves. You know what, Sam? It should, but I still would love to hear at least one new song. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Rockestra theme 2020-2000 musicians. Oh my God. And no Poolin. And
Who the hell would he have playing on it?
There'd be 100 overdubs of Bev Bevan. Okay, right. But you're right on that. I remember that now. But McCartney and him weren't on that track, right? So I get where you're going on that. Oh no.
If there were two people that were fitting to do a collaboration, it would be Yoko and Heather Bill.
Yeah, she did do a great job. But how about this? McKeith Warney. That would be something. That's a good one, Walrus. That's a good one. I'd love to see that.
If you get the Stones and Paul, oh man, that would be amazing.
So another one would be.
Then you'd have Ringo play the drums.
There you go. And
you get the two Beatles and then the Rolling Stones.
Yeah, I mean, she's definitely. Dang it! Yeah. See, that was another one. I was just going to bring up Roger and Pete. That would be fun too. Also, let's throw this out there. Ray and Dave Davies from the Kinks. Oh, that would be a fun track too. Hey, look! I love these suggestions, people. Thank you, Barry Gibb, the last beach standing.
And the MPL people.
It could be the updated Dirty Mac.
The Dirty Mac.
That would be funny, especially if that was never copyrighted. He could just go, it's the Dirty Mac version 2.0.
Yeah.
We're done with this Bullet conversation. I love these
Ugh.
suggestions. This is great. I mean, yeah, there's enough. There is enough for 1 to 2 12-track albums here. Paul, Mr. McCartney, sir, here's the next hint for you. You could go out on a really high note with this.
If
You
if he
really
got
could.
these music, if he
Uh,
got these musicians involved, I think every song would be a hit and the album would be number one.
Justin Hayward, John Lodge, Moody Blues. There's another one for you. The correct answer, sir, is Richard. McCartney and Liam Gallagher. That's right. I was waiting for one of you people to do this. Tim snuck in with Paul with Bev Bevan. You know, even after Bev dies, God forbid, it will be a Bev Bevan hologram. Bev will live forever. Bev will live forever.
Everybody's gonna live forever now. They got the hologram.
Oh no,
They got the
not
hologram.
Rico. Not Rico. Are they moving it together? I don't want to know. Oh no. Okay, so Richard, is your women and wives still sealed?
Yes, it is. I'm not gonna open it.
Here's another good suggestion. Paul Weller from the Jam. 2 Pauls are better than 1. That'd be all right.
Oh, people, hey, go over and watch my videos. By the way, people, nobody's watching my videos lately. Go over and hit the button, click on it.
Another one that just came into my noggin: Robert Plant, Jimmy Page. That'd be a little different. The Bev Bevan Experience, featuring Bev Bevan and his family, a little Bev Bevans and his wife, Bev Bevan, guest starring Paul McCartney. That'd be a very long record label. I'd like to see the print on that one. It'd be all like going around and around.
Richard the Music Maniac, go like, subscribe, watch the videos, and hit the bell. Hit that bell.
Paul Cubed.
Paul Simon, okay.
Paul Simon,
I don't
Paul
mind
Weller,
Paul
Paul
Simon.
McCartney. It'd be appalling. And
As long as he didn't say,
Paul
all
McCartney
right,
with Flash. Oh, that's a nice choice.
I can deal with that. That would be interesting.
That would have to be the Rocker, whatever the hell it was. Oh no,
Nah.
not this again. The Bev Bevan Experience, brought to you by Bev Bevan's Bev Bevan. You know what? Yeah, Richard, I highly doubt you could say that 5 times fast. There you go. Will do, Richard. That's what he says. But yeah, so we need somebody out there. Go and get a hold of Paul McCartney's publicist, Paul McCartney's inside circle, and say, we really would like this to work. We want this done. Please and thank you. And here's another one. Honestly, just a Paul vocal with Beach Boys background harmonies. It could be done. You should definitely, you can, if you can do it, you could get, still, somehow, even though Mike and Brian have got that tension, but you could get Mike Bryan and Al Jardine, Bruce Johnston. I mean, Dave Marks. I mean, all that. That'd be fun. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh no. Tupac's ghost.
Paul with Tupac's ghost.
But Tom, that would have to mean that Tupac was dead, and Tupac is living in his mama's basement cutting Machiavelli records still.
Oh God, we're talking about ghosts now.
Shannon said bullshit. I love it. I did not expect that. I was being funny, honey.
Oh, we got ghosts now. All right, that gives me a whole new set of things. Ghosts, people, dead people that I would like to hear Paul do a track with. Oh my God, that's.
Has anyone seen the Elvis movie yet?
No, I want to. I haven't.
I want to. Debbie Harry from Blondie. That'd be
interesting.
Joan Jett too. I like
Yeah,
Joan.
Joan Jett.
Yeah, see, it's
Oh
we got
my.
enough for 2 albums here. We
Oh
do.
my God! Could you imagine? Could you imagine Mayo if Joan Jett? He would have a heart attack if Joan Jett and McCartney did something to get. Oh God!
His
He
yeah,
would
his
go
mind.
out and buy every single copy of that. Every single copy of that song
Yeah,
that there was.
in any version whatsoever.
Yeah.
Paul McCartney featuring yet to be named iconic musician who can help make interesting music. See, and that's what I'm saying. Uh-oh. What? Paul with Vince Neil,
No.
no auto tune. Oh no, I don't know if I want to
No.
hear it. I don't
No.
think
No. Vince Neil.
that
That would sound
would
bad.
scare me. That would scare me very much.
Paul doesn't sound the greatest, but he doesn't sound that bad yet. But them two together wouldn't sound very good.
It would definitely make people definitely go mad and still make them go away. See what I did there, guys? Well, yeah, Paul with Ringo Starr, yeah, 100% auto tune.
No,
That's what he said, just 100% auto tune.
maybe for Ringo, but I don't.
Oh man, I love this. Love it, people. You guys are something else. So how do we get this petition started? Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. I don't think so. I know what you're
Ringo.
talking about, but that would be a funny moment. Mayo
That
would not know what to do with himself if he got. You can imagine the phone call.
Hey
Hello,
Joel,
is Joe
Joel, you
Mayo
want to
there?
sing the frog song with me?
I want you to come into the studio and sing the frog song with me.
Which part would Mayo sing? Would he do the chorus or would he do the ba ba ba?
We're thinking way too much on this one. Somebody go tell Joe Mayo he's needed for McCartney's next session.
Yeah.
He'll probably be like, Paul, that fucker. And that's both Pauls, by the way, not just me.
I like
Tom,
the frog sing. I know
I
I'm
love
like
it.
the only one.
Starman says Tom Vinylcheck defines singing. Maybe Mayo can throw a mini rant in the middle of the chorus. Oh God, Paul versus Mayo. Who will come out of retirement first?
Well, Paul's not retired.
Oh,
He just finished up his tour, and apparently he's extended it to 2023.
you realize that this is going to end up like Futurama, and it'll be the head of Paul McCartney will tour forever into the 3000s.
Paul's gonna tour after. Paul's gonna tour after he dies. You know how he's gonna tour after he dies, because they're gonna use a what do you call it? A
hologram Beatles.
a hologram Paul, and people will go and see it. I won't, but I bet people will go see it.
Here in Branson, Missouri, they are doing a show through October, and it is hologram Buddy Holly and hologram Roy Orbison.
Yeah, I saw that, and I was just like,
And I love Buddy Holly, but that makes me very nervous. Really does. Even though supposedly they did get permission from the estates of both, I'm just going, yeah, I don't think so.
I think it's creepy. I just think it's kind of.
I don't know. I mean, I guess that show would be, only the lonely would go to that show. See what I did there? I mean, I wouldn't rave on about it.
Yeah.
The guy if I ever go there, that'll be the day.
Yeah.
On that note, Hang on. We'll mention. I'll put up these last couple comments, and I'm about ready to wrap this up. I did not realize it's almost midnight my time. Paul McCartney rants for 10 minutes about why he put out 30. Yeah, no shit. He's got a lot of explaining to do, Lucy. Seriously, I wish Paul would go back and finish and rework some of his amazing yet to be. Yeah, you know what? No kidding. Okay.
I agree with you there, Tim. Yeah.
Oh.
Makes my ass want to sniff snuff.
What makes your ass want to sniff snuff?
Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney. Oh, there you. She says that hearing Paul McCartney makes her want to sniff snuff.
Spit snuff.
Oh, spit snuff. I'm sorry.
Oh.
See, Richard is like Paul McCartney's #1 lover. I mean,
Those are fighting words, Paul. What's your girlfriend's
I didn't
name?
come up with that. And my baby came up with that, not me.
What's your girlfriend's name, Paul?
Shannon. Shanny Annie.
Those are fighting words, Shannon.
Oh,
Those
boy.
are fighting words.
You got pork rinds?
Oh boy.
You know what a pork rind?
My grandma used to say that makes my ass want to spit snuff.
I heard the Alba Pro hologram show is really good, so so it's begging for you to take a chance on. Yeah, okay. Even every time Buddy Hologram comes on stage.
No, does Paul get money off that because he owns the catalog?
MPL makes more
Yeah,
money. That's
well, yeah.
correct. Paul McCartney and Robert Fripp. Oh, that'd be out there. That could be another good, interesting one. I like Robert Fripp's work with King Crimson and David Bowie. Some excellent stuff. Oh boy.
I was dreaming of Tesla,
Oh, you were dreaming of Tesla?
not the band.
Oh my God.
Hey, I like Tesla. Shut up, Richard.
That's
Ooh. Oh, you missed some good one right there. Shanny Annie just flashed me. That was fun. Anywho, speaking of Richard, where's your girlfriend? Wait, you gotta have one first. Oh. Richard, I love you. I love busting your balls.
I love you too, Paul.
Remember, check for the Adam's apple, Richard. You gotta check.
Oh my God, that reminds me of a story. Okay. Larry McMurtry. Okay.
Yeah.
He used to run a motel
Uh-huh.
in Austin,
Yeah.
and he used to show up at our motel.
Okay.
And we would drive him around in this old limousine,
Mm-hmm.
and we'd take him to the 12th Street place in Austin, where he would, pick up his guys or gals. He wasn't particular.
Mm-hmm.
And
Anybody know about this, Austin, Texas? Okay, keep going.
yeah, and Larry McMurtry is queer as a $2 bill. We don't care. We got paid to do it.
There you go.
And one time, he picked up in between both,
Oh. Okay.
and he went berserk on us. He's like, "That's not queer. That's a deer or a doe."
Oh boy.
And it's like, did you want a deer doe? Deer doe. One letter or two off from what he was wanting.
A deer doe, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Deer doe.
Anyway.
That's your new word of the day for yourself, Richard. Use it in a sentence at random. Use it in front of your mother. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Don't do that.
I wasn't paying any attention to what you said, so.
You can use it in front of my mother.
Oh dear Lord.
Yeah.
Shanny Annie's mom is an interesting piece of work. Anyways, so here my friend Tim says Austin City has no limits.
Keep Austin weird.
Keep Austin weird is what she says. And on that note, we are going to end this for this evening. Oh, she's trying to light the bic here for the ballad.
Yep. Like and subscribe, Richard the Music Maniac.
That's right, because Richard's an attention whore. And
And unsubscribe Tom Hunyadi.
I haven't seen Tom in forever. I hope Tom's okay. I hope everybody's okay. Thank you, Sam and Mike. Hey, Mike, you showed up. Thank you, everybody. And you know what, guys? I love you all. I do. You guys are awesome. So take care. God bless. Rock on. And thank you for showing up for the Saturday night shenanigans. And we'll be doing this again real soon.
Show them your movies.
Show my movies. No, pull it with Bev Bevan.